Hello everyone, my name is Shows with the Airlines Game Community and here with another Star Citizen video. Oh god! Oh, okay. That did not go as planned. I also expected that intro to not sound like it was made by a 4th grader in his first time in film school. But today, I've got something very special for you, and I'm going to reveal it to you as a surprise, because none of you know what I'm talking about, because none of you have read the title of the video, which is right above this video, which is today, a tour of the Aegis Redeemer. Now, those of you who don't know much about Star Citizen, that's a whole nother video. But for those of you who do, but don't know much about the inner, like, a lot about Star Citizen, there was a contest called the Next Great Starship in which teams of fans were set out to design ships. The winner would receive I believe it was a cash prize, and their ship would be in the game. And this is that ship. This is the Aegis Redeemer. It doesn't look a lot like Aegis's other things. However, it does. If you look at all of Aegis's vessels, they're kind of all over the place because you have like these kind of slick angles going on with the Avenger and the Retaliator, and then you've kind of got the blocky industrial Reclaimer, which is awesome. But this thing is somewhere in the middle. This is the fan-made ship. This is the Redeemer. It is, I would say this is the Cutlass version too. This is the, alright, I've got a Cutlass. I've been a pirate for a while. You know what? I want to step up my game and maybe move up to the BMW or Mercedes-Benz of mercenary gunships at this time, and which is really kind of really weird to say because you don't usually think like that. But this is what this is. In my opinion, this is mercenary, pirate, bounty hunter. Well, not bounty hunter, but pirate, mercenary, scoundrel, ne'er-do-well. I'm a little better off than the guys who just started, so I'm going to get myself a Redeemer. Got 2 turrets, and it's got 2 of these little twin guns. Not sure what it's got on missiles. I gotta be honest with you guys, when this ship first came out, I didn't much care for it. Mostly because these engines are so big and weird. The body design of the ship, I love. The engine design, I'm kind of on the fence about. They're just kind of so big and weird and outlandish and kind of alien looking. They're not really very human-like. However, I've learned to love them. I wasn't really expecting much from the ship, to be honest with you guys. I didn't know if I'd like it or not. Guys, I fucking love this thing. No, let's be clear here. I haven't flown it, so I don't know what it's like to fly, or what it's like to operate, or what its damage or capabilities are in that. But as far as the interior and design of the ship, I love this ship so much, guys. I really do. Besides the engines, which my big stink with the engines, besides the way they look, is that in dogfights when the shield is down, the engines are so big that it's pretty easy to just smack them. The other thing, the turrets are awesome. I am kind of on the fence about the placement of this turret down here, but other than that, I love it. The turrets are awesome looking. They're by far the coolest looking turrets in my personal opinion. Not the biggest, but certainly the coolest looking. Also, the cargo elevator. I don't know if you guys know from diagrams and stuff, but the way the cargo elevator works, and that voice in the background is they've added voice work by Wingman. He's basically an announcer who's announcing things. So Wingman is co-hosting this with me. Hello, Wingman. I did not know that would happen. So basically what this is that up there, not that. That's how you get in, but that's the cargo hold right there. That folds down into a door. There's a crane here. This little indented area here is a crane, and you have your cargo here, and the crane comes down, lifts your stuff up, and then it zooms into the cargo hold in the back, which is awesome. However, that does mean that when you bring this thing into port, this little wingy bit on the back has to always be in one piece, otherwise I don't imagine you'll be able to get your cargo out, except the hard way, which, honestly, I want to try now that I really think about it. But so that's the cargo hold. What's this? And also the cargo hold's really not that big. But what's this? Well, this is how we get into the thing. These are our jump seats, our hot seats, I guess you would call them, where our mercenary gun team is waiting to either board the ship or I believe this is a docking collar, kind of like the Cutlass has, where you'll be able to dock with other vessels and you'll be able to board them and pirate them. And they got a little med kit here. Little med area. Good placement for the little medical kit, actually. I believe these are lockers of some sort. I'm not entirely sure. They're either electrical panels or they're gun lockers, which I would like it if they were gun lockers, because that'd be awesome. Let's open up in here. This appears to be a place where you can put more guns, and this appears to be a place where you can put more guns. Actually, now thinking about it, I bet this is actually the gun locker, and this is just like electrical paneling. But here is how you would get into the turret. It doesn't work at the moment. Or at least I can't figure out if it does work. I can't figure out how to make it work. But if you guys are wondering, what basically happens is, because the bottom turret's kind of weird, the bottom turret is completely... so what happens is you get in the chair, and then this little panel opens up, and then that little panel opens up, and it kind of does that thing like on trains or airplanes where it kind of extends out, and then you basically ride the chair through the little track, and then that closes behind you, and then you're in the turret, and then that disconnects, so the turret's free moving. I imagine that this turret takes a really long time to get into compared to other turrets. And I apologize, you're not crazy and the video is not messed up. I am having lag issues. Love this light. This light is awesome. There's nothing to say about this light other than the fact that it's a really cool design for a light. More lockers slash electrical panels. I'm beginning to think these are electrical panels or something. Up the stairs. I love this about this. Up the stairs. And bam, we have the engine room. These are the engines. I'm not sure what engines they are. From the way this vessel is designed, it's either super cutting edge or there's some alien tech in here, because this stuff does not look classic human at all. This is the engine room. Little engine panels that do things. And then this is the captain's seat, and this is where the pilot sits. Oh, I love chairs that do that. Take a sip. Oh, and this is the captain. This is the cockpit. I have to say, this is probably... it doesn't have the HUD and stuff up, but the concept art with like the HUD stuff up, like the targeting reticle and stuff, this is probably my favorite looking cockpit out of any cockpit at the moment. I'm saying cockpit a lot. That's a good word, cockpit. Also, this shot right here with the downstairs and the opening, this would be if you're a machinima maker and you've got a really heart-wrenching scene in which a character turns around in a seat and is shot, or like a suspenseful moment where someone's boarding the ship. This is a really good shot where you're turning around and you can see. And then up here through the top door is the crew recreational area, which has a table for eating, little cupboards. I don't think these open, but they're little cupboards. Stove, food, water, hot, cold. I love that. I love that sink. Like, I want a sink. I want a faucet like that. That's awesome. It's awesome. Custom coffee mugs. Those, hopefully they're magnetic on bottom. Coffee. Little cupboard. I love the little fact there's a little oven. Two bunks, although I'm sure you can fit more in here somehow. And then, this panel. Not sure what this panel does. I don't think this does anything. And then this wall, which is nothing, which I'm hoping that I can customize that and put something there. Maybe more bunks. And then we have the shower. I love the little faucets on these. And the toilet, which the toilet is matte black, and I love it. You guys, this is probably, at the moment, and I'm saying this at the moment because there are lots more ships that we haven't seen yet, lots more ships that haven't even been built yet, and a lot of ships that aren't in a hangar yet that I haven't seen, that I want to see. However, I can say to you guys without a doubt, this is, so far, my favorite interior of a ship. And if you guys are wondering where all my other ships went, due to graphical processing issues and to make the video run smoother, I just turned them off. I didn't trade them all in. I still have them. But, not the Cutlass Blue. I got rid of that for this. This is probably my favorite interior of a ship, because all the ships we've seen so far, like, all of them have just been straight shots. And it's been different It's been different variations on a straight shot, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, if you wanted to build a ship, that's the easiest and most efficient way to build a realistic starship or regular ship. And to be honest with you, that's what they're aiming for. Is Star Citizen is supposed to be a realistic space simulator, so of course the ships are designed like they really would be, which is They look different, but basically the layout's the same. They're straight shots in different parts of the ship, and a straight hallway, much like a train, are different areas. But this one, it's a mercenary gunship. It's resourceful. It's useful. It's a little bit barbaric, but it's a little bit, I guess what I'm looking for is, it's high class, low class. There's exposed wiring, but the wiring is neatly arranged. The color palette and everything is industrial, but there's little touches of the white paint here and there that make it so that it's got a nice kind of touch. It's not just industrial paneling. It's got a nice paint job to it. It's amazing what one little orange stripe does to the paint job, because if you guys would think about it, imagine this without the orange stripe. It'd just be white and black, and that'd be it. And it'd be kind of depressing to look at. This one little burnt orange stripe, almost like a racing stripe, really brings out things. The detail that there's a fire extinguisher here. And just the fact that there's a second story. I don't know why, but whenever I play games, I love it when... Like, one of my favorite ships in Star Wars The Old Republic was the Mercenary... Was the Jedi Knight ship, or the Jedi Counselor ship, and the Bounty Hunter ship. Because they basically had two stories. And I don't know why... But I would prefer a small ship with a second story that's clustered and kind of cramped than a big one-story ship. I don't know why. It feels interesting. It feels different. It's very unique to have a staircase and then go up to the second floor of the ship. And I know and this is the second turret area, but I apologize. I've done other ship videos, and I've never hyped on a ship as much. But I really love this ship. It may be a piece of crap to fly. I don't know yet. The thing hasn't been rendered in the game yet. The game's not out. We don't know. And this is, I just realized this is the cargo area. But I just love this ship. I really love it. I really do. The fact, it's just a lot of thought and effort went into this, because it's not a Cutlass where it's meant for work. It's got a little living area. It's got a little stove. It's got a little coffee pot with little mugs. It's like saying, look, not all mercenaries or pirates are bad people. They're not. They're good people. Some of them good. They enjoy the finer things. It's like, it's high class, low class. This could have easily been just a straight shot and made it a little lower, but it's a little bigger, which means it's a little bigger of a target. There's a lot of amenities here. That means that the cargo hold is very small. You guys look at this. This cargo hold is tiny. This cargo hold is extremely small. But that's the sacrifice we've made, is that a small, tiny cargo hold and lots of amenity space. It is... You know what? I think I just thought of something. The best way to describe this ship. It's not a pirate ship. It's a pirate... Oh, it's a mobile pirate base. This is a pirate... It's not a pirate ship. It's not a mercenary gunship. This is a mercenary gun mobile home. This is a pirate mobile home. A beautiful, deadly mobile home. And mobile homes get a lot of stigma. But they're really nice mobile homes. It's a home away from home. I'm going to be a rough and tumble guy, but I've got a ship that, while maybe I won't be able to carry a lot of loot home, I got a cup of coffee, you know? I've got a bed. I've got a nice bed. Not a shitty bunk like in the Cutlass or whatever. I got a nice bed. And it may cost me a little more to maintain, but I mean, it looks good. I mean, the girls will like it more. My buddies will like it more. It feels a little more like home. It's like, I want to be a bad person, but I want to enjoy being a bad person. But other than that, it should have really good fighting capabilities. It's beautiful. I love the inside. The outside, while the design in some places is kind of finicky in my opinion, the outside does look really good. I do like the fact that it has wheels and not just landing struts. The tail crane cargo elevator thing is really cool. Cockpit is great. Not sure about these gun placements. The fact that basically, besides missiles, it looks like you only have two mounted guns on a swivel. It really looks like this is a very much I need a friend, or at least two friends, always in the turrets. I feel unlike the Connie or the Freelancer, this vessel is of similar size, but it relies on its two turrets way more than those other vessels do. I think this is going to be a really good pirate mercenary vessel. I do believe this is going to be a really good vessel for one-time job, people who know where they're going, know what they're looking for, or people who are running in a group with a support vessel of some kind with more cargo room. And I also believe as a casual flying around vessel in pirate space or colony space where there's no law. I guess frontier space where it's not really pirate space. It's just where the frontier is at, and there's really no law and order. It's basically from colony to colony and whoever can defend themselves. This is a very good cruising vessel for just going around in high stake places. And the really one big downside of this is in a fight, the engines are really big and are probably really easy to hit, and I'm wondering how that's going to affect it in combat, especially because these engines are really big and it looks like they're going to be really easy to hit. The bottom turret, again, I'm really concerned about its field of view. Other than in the top turret, I think it has good placement. And the inside is immaculate. I love the inside. I do love the fact that there was a ship that finally said, let's trade cargo space for amenities, but still make it not a luxury ship. I love that. I love that this is, in my opinion, probably the one ship that isn't a luxury vessel that has traded cargo space for amenities, but still has a usefulness besides touring. And I think it's going to be really popular. It was like $250 in the store. I did some trading around with some stuff, and I only ended up paying like $5 for this. But for those of you, I want to tell you this, guys, now. I'm not encouraging you guys to go out and buy this. I'm not saying you guys should go buy this. I'm not saying any of you should drop $250 right now and buy this ship. All I'm saying is I love it. And for those of you who want it and can safely put the money aside and afford it, I mean, I don't see it, go ahead. It's your money. You can do what you want it. If things are tight, don't buy this. Don't put yourself in debt. And don't risk rent or baby diapers or anything for these vessels. They are pricey, but the point is that it's to support the project and keep Star Citizen going. If you guys can't afford this or you want it, when Star Citizen comes out, you'll be able to pay for the box of Star Citizen, pay the $40 to get in right now with the Aurora LM, and you can play Star Citizen and never spend a dime on it besides what you paid for the box, earn all of your credits in-game by playing it without having to spend real money, and you can buy one of these in the game. And then you have one, and you don't have to drop $250 you don't have and worry about not being able to pay a bill. This is probably one of my favorite ships, and come hell or high water, you guys, I don't care. I'm keeping it. I've got a lineup of ships, and I've got I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have dropped some money on this project. I don't regret a single ounce of it. Even if this project doesn't go anywhere or for some reason it fails, I never will regret it. And I love this ship to death. I'm going to keep it forever. I will never trade this in. It's got the LTI. It's not something I could do without. I want it. I don't want it because I'm going to use it. I just want it because I want it. I'm sorry I rambled a lot, you guys. This has been Shows the Gaming Community. Fly safe, everyone. Thank you for watching. God damn it, I love this ship.